Coach Marcus here, Las Vegas, just getting the live stream set up so we can get so we are live. So we can get started right on time tonight. So we have about maybe 2 minutes left before the top of the hour. So appreciate everyone for hopping on here early. And if you guys hear me okay, do me a huge favor, just type one in the comments if you can hear me and also see me. If you are going to share, raise your hand. I see Jessica has raised her hand. Thank you. If you are going to share how you start your day and how you end your day, and also if you have a testimonial or both, raise your hand so we can make sure you are in the queue so we can cover as many people as we can within the time allotted for tonight's testimonials call. So let me hop on my phone, just making sure I'm live there. And I want to share the video really quickly to my page. If you guys are on Facebook, feel free to share the video if you want to do that. Or you can tag people so they can get back with you when they want to order from us, which is always good stuff. And if you guys are on camera, just make sure if your camera's on, you get up and walk away, turn your camera off. So, we don't want anyone being put in that situation to where they may not be looking their best. So we don't want anyone showing up on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube, not looking their best, since we know most people are at home watching. I'm just getting the video shared to a few places, and we will get started. It is 5 o'clock. 2 more places. All right, guys, so it is top of the hour. Let me go ahead and hit the record button, and we'll get started so we don't keep people too late tonight. All right, guys. Hey, this is Marcus Jones, also known as Coach Marcus. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am an Emerald emerging leader with Zilara, and I want to welcome you to tonight's. This is how we start in our day testimonials call or Zoom or whatever you want to call this. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube and here on Zoom. And so we appreciate you guys taking the time to hop on here to get the information. And also, if you are going to share how you start your day, how you end your day, or if you have a testimony or both, raise your hand. Jessica Hill, she's in the queue, has her hand raised. So raise your hand, or you can type in the chat here on Zoom. If you're watching on Facebook, you can type in the comments on Facebook. But I want to welcome any guests who are watching this, getting this information. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to, get the information, and thank the person that thought enough of you to invite you here tonight, or if the person share the replay with you, thank them, because they want to get some important information to you when it comes to these products. We are all about doing plants and not pills, and not saying there's not a place for medicine and pharmaceuticals, but we also believe there is a better way when it comes to helping the body work. Now, Zilara is not a new company, even though we've been building this since May 22nd of this year. So it's been just over 2 months, but the company took HBN and Glutathione. HBN has these supplements, superfood products, and Glutathione, which has primarily essential oils and personal care products, and merged them under Zilara back in May. So now people no longer need to have separate accounts with HBN or with Glutathione to have access to all the products. Now our members and our customers have access to all the products from one website, which is Zilara.com, and the company gives you websites for free. So no need to pay for those. But our flagship product with Zilara is Cocoa Blue. We recently launched a new tea called Essiac Tea. So hopefully people will start receiving that this week, because the company began mailing them today. And the introductory price for that tea is $14.95. That's going to end after Friday. So we have until Friday to get the hands of the Essiac tea at a discounted price. before it reverts to its normal price, which we don't. Paula hasn't shared with us the full price for the SCAC, but a 30 serving bag is only $14.95. And so for those of you who know about that tea or have heard about it, we want to get that tea into the hands of as many people as possible. But even though HBN and Golden Sauna are still here under Zilara, things haven't changed. We still have the same formulator. Her name is Alexandra Brighton. She's been formulating products for us for around 15 years now. Paul Scarcella, she's the owner. Same, that hasn't changed. We have a pay plan that pays six different ways, and people can sign up for free and earn commissions without buying anything. That's what I like about the opportunity, because that makes us very compliant with the regulators. Okay. Just looked at some numbers. Almost 96% of our members are customers only. So that leaves about 4% of our members as for being consultants who are participating in the pay plan and earning income. So lots of room for growth for people who are passionate about buying, using, and referring products, who want to possibly earn income. The company also gives discounts, gives cash back, give you gift cards, all different things, gives you free for products with qualifying orders, which is why so many people are partnering with us. We also have this thing called the transfer stores. And so, and what that is, if there are some common items you buy, and use every day, simply transfer where you're buying those products from and transfer them to your Zilara store. And so some of the common items that are used every day are soap. We have our soap bars, deodorant. We have deodorant sticks, toothpaste. We have tooth powder, which is much healthier than toothpaste because there's no fluoride in it, no triclosan, no chemicals. People also buy laundry detergent and use that, and people have cleaning sprays and use. Some people clean their house every day, and so we have those products. And then coffee. And who on here drinks coffee? If you are a coffee drinker, type coffee in the comments, because if you are a coffee drinker and you're buying coffee from Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, the grocery store, McDonald's, the gas stations, okay, you can buy your coffee here, right? And it's healthier. So just do a quick inventory of your household and look at the soap you're buying, the deodorant you're buying, the toothpaste you're purchasing, the coffee, laundry detergent, and cleaning spray, and consider just transferring one item and buy from Zilara. So we're not asking you to buy to replace all those items today, but pick one, and just transfer your store, so that way that expense you are incurring for, say, coffee, well, you're not going to have new expense because you're buying coffee anyway. You're just going to buy it from your Zilara store, and we have two different coffees, which is great. So, quick couple of disclaimers before we get into it. I see we have 3 hands raised. Awesome stuff. We have our income. This disclaimer is simple. I work hard. I don't know if you work hard, so you might join Zilara and not earn any money. But all customers who are active at least 995 CV go into the matrix, and they qualify and earn up to 50 cents per person in their matrix they're in. And then the products, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any type of medical advice. Our products are supplements, so we're not governed by the FDA. And additionally, these products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. If you do have any concerns about using any of the products, see your doctor, your pharmacist, or whoever your healthcare provider is, and get their clearance before using any of our products. But if you're pregnant, nursing, or taking medications, definitely talk to your doctor first, and get clearance. Additionally, all the products come with a 60-day money-back guarantee, and that money-back guarantee starts from the moment the product is delivered to your mailbox, not from when it's ordered. So because we are worldwide, sometimes it takes some of our international members 2 or 3 weeks to receive the product. So we want them to benefit from the money back guarantee, just like we do here in the States. So they have the same amount of time as far as when the money back guarantee clock starts. So do we have any guests on here by anyone who would like to share? I like to have our guests go first. Just comment in the chat and let me know. We can have that person unmute if there are any guests here who would like to share how they start their day, how they end their day, or if they want to share a testimonial. Just want to pause. Someone asking for a passcode. There is no passcode. All right, so no guests. All right, so we'll have Jessica's up, then Arthur, then Miranda, and Tiara's here. All right, let me get Jessica to unmute. And you should be able to.
Good evening, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right. So one of the products I start my day with is the liver support tincture. Because as you know, your liver does like over 500 functions, and you want your liver to be functional, because if your liver is not functional properly, that can impact your health on numerous ways. And so I use that daily as a preventative, to keep it up and going. And then how I end my day, one of the products I use is Align, because Align will help, restore your body back. If anybody hasn't seen it, you need to watch the Align video. It really shows you the power of how that oil is. And I also want to say the hard surface cleaners, I'm so grateful they're back. I did our stainless steel on our microwave and refrigerator and everything, and it makes it look so nice. So with the fingerprints and everything. That's all I got, Coach.
That's good stuff. Yeah, the liver support, it's a 1 ounce bottle, and you simply just take drops of it and you add that to any liquid. Okay, and so and some people do it more than one time a day. When I use it, I use about 20 drops. I use about 20 drops, and I typically drink mine in my morning pre-workout drink. And so it's Body Beat Max. I put Ocean Vitality in it again, the liver support. Sometimes I use our colon support product with that, fulvic drops, and that's my pre-workout drink. But some people put theirs in their tea, their coffee, their water. It doesn't taste like anything. So just as long as you get it into a liquid and drink it, you're good. Some people even take the drops beneath their tongue, which I haven't tried that, but I don't know how I don't know how that tastes. But some people like doing that. But I like the fact that it is a liquid, so it doesn't have to go through the digestion process. It gets absorbed immediately into the cells, and it really does support the liver because of the herbs that are in it. And this is an herbal tincture, so it's powerful, right? Some people may not need 20 drops the way I do. Some people only use 5 or 10, but very, very good product. And your liver is your body's internal organ that basically filters out everything you ingest, I mean, food you eat, anything you drink, anything that gets onto the skin or you inhale, eventually goes through the liver. And if you have all kinds of chemicals and pollutants coming to your body, they could negatively impact your liver, right? So that's why it's important to be proactive and take care of your body before you have a problem, because it's harder to fix a problem, okay? And once it comes up, it's just like your car. When your car breaks down, it costs more money to get it fixed than it does to maintain it. So it's important to maintain your body. And then I use Align every night, 2 drops into the inner arch of each foot back from my big toe to my heel. That oil is amazing. And like Jessica says, if you guys have not seen the Align video, and Align is ALIGN, essential oil, and this is part of a collection called the Whole Body Collection. There are 7 different oils, and if you follow that protocol, you use all 7 oils, okay, at the same time. You apply one, you wait a few minutes, you apply the next one. But many people don't use all seven. So I use a line every night that if you see the video, it has videos of someone that was a smoker, someone that drank alcohol, and someone who ate sugar. Okay, so it showed how their blood looked immediately following, drinking, smoking, or eating the sugar, and then it showed how their blood cells looked after applying a line, and that was within about a 10-minute time frame. And that video was made by a doctor who promoted our products. And so, if you see that, you will definitely be someone who will want to use a line every single day, which is great. So, but thanks, Jessica, for sharing. Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, just as I'm someone that had my gallbladder removed, so I know I got to take extra steps to keep my liver healthy, and also keep educating people on these products and everything. Because I've been posting about the ACIAC tea and other stuff, and I got an order from a person that follows me who commented, and they placed an order for the tea. So just keep letting people know that you are open for business and that you have healthy stuff that can help them provide a solution to what they have. That's all I got, Coach.
All right, thanks. Yeah, and that's as far as the business side, it's simple. We simply the company provides educational materials, and we simply just share information. We're simply the messenger, right? And just sharing information. And if someone sees something they like, or they want to try, they simply reach out to the person that shared the information. That's what I like about what we do, because it truly is a business based upon relationships and people. Okay, and so and we are really into showing people in what we believe is a better way for our bodies to use products, for our bodies to work the way God created them to work. So thanks, Jessica, for sharing. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, we have Mr. Brooks is up. You should be able to unmute yourself, sir. Appreciate you hopping on the Zooms every morning. There you go. Try it now. There you go.
Have a look. How it sound? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Coach Seymour did one of his soft sales on motivating me to get on the call. I normally like to listen because I can pick up a lot of information, and I'm still kind of in the early stages of learning. But I want to I shared the last time I was on the call that first of all, I'm 64, so kind of put that out there. That's my age range, and I recently last year around October I went through surgery, whereas I had to have my colon and my bladder separated. So that was a kind of intricate surgery. Uh, but I turned around, and I would say 3 or 4 weeks after the surgery, I started taking black seed oil. So that was one of the ones that I was kind of comfortable with. So over time, I've kind of increased what I've been taking. Um, so my mornings now start off with black seed oil, and then I'll say maybe that that's one thing that black seed oil does for me, is it kind of seems like it suppresses my appetite early because I'm a breakfast guy, and so now I went from eating breakfast to fruit in the morning, and then once I say I'm up a couple of hours, of course, then I'm also a coffee drinker. So the Java Slim, I've had the Java Slim and the Nova as well. My personal preference, I prefer the Java Slim. Uh, so I try to keep myself stocked on my coffee. I take my coffee in the morning. Then I turn around. The fact is, and I've gotten to now as I become a big fan of the Vitality tea. So I'll do Vitality tea in the morning with a scoop of cocoa blue, a scoop of body beat max, and berberine. Okay. So this process now has been going on, I'll say roughly about a month now, because I've been in the company about roughly 2 months. I went to the doctor on the 25th of June, and she told me that my uh, A1C, my sugar level was 7.8. So I was in an area where that was, considered as, diabetes level. So she suggested metformin for me, and I said no. I said because I'd already told her I was I was dealing with with some supplements and things of that nature, and she kind of okayed it. Just told me to just kind of watch what I take and just make sure it didn't interfere with any medication I was taking. And so I said, let me just try this myself. Well, I had a nurse came in about on the 21st of this month, which is about 26 days later, and my A1C went from 7.8 to 6.9. So that was a tremendous drop for me over a 3 or 4 week time frame of taking the stuff that I've been taking. So that was one big plus for me for what I'm seeing with for the product concern. I'm also experiencing a situation where as when you say brain fog, I'm starting to be able to remember numbers longer. I had a doctor's appointment today, and I didn't even write the address down, but I remembered from a week and a half ago. Where normally I got to write things down or log it or something of that nature. So I'm just having huge success myself personally. I'm getting ready to go into knee surgery in about 2 or 3 weeks. So that's another thing that I have to just kind of regulate what I'm doing. But it has changed a lot of my habits personally, and I'm just glad the fact that have access to the products and looking forward to see what happens within the next couple of months as well. That's all I got.
All right, Arthur, thank you for showing up and sharing that. That was good. And Seymour is really good at encouraging his customers and members to hop on and share because we all have some great stories, and any of your stories can resonate with any person, right? And so
Absolutely.
and that's the purpose of this call is to allow people like yourself and other team members to share because we never know who we can reach. And your story, can help one person. I mean, with you using black seed oil, that was one of the primary product I used back in 2020 when I moved to Vegas after that car accident, almost died in it. I was hurt bad, and so I didn't take the narcotics they gave me when I came home.
Right.
I used black seed oil 3 times a day. Okay, I did that, stopped my pain. Then I had no pain just from using that. And then I'm like you. I notice when I take black seed oil in the morning time, I don't want to eat as much. And
Right.
so, because it does help, it does assist with managing your blood sugar. So that's probably was happening, which is why your A1C numbers have improved that much that fast. That's almost a whole point drop in less than a month, which is great.
Absolutely.
I'm a fan of no Nova coffee is my preferred coffee. Some people like Java Slim because Java Slim tastes good and it really does reduce the appetite. So for the people who want to lose some weight, that our Java Slim is great. And Vitality with Cocoa Blue, Body Beat Max, and Berberine ACV, that's a potent combination because you get the energy from both Vitality and Cocoa Blue, and then you get the berberine ACV helping support your heart and your blood vessels and your cardiovascular system. And then the berberine ACV boosting your metabolism, right? And assist with the blood sugar. So that's a good combination. You only been doing that for a month, which is amazing. I'm looking forward when you go back to your doctor again or whatever the nurse comes back and they're doing their next blood draw and see where you are. But that's good stuff. And then brain fog improving. That's one of the benefits from Cocoa Blue is the brain fog. Can probably if you drink the Nova, that helps with your brain too. And then
Sure.
your knee surgery is coming up, so you're probably gonna have to they probably going to have you stop taking black seed oil before surgery. So
Yeah,
unfortunately about
I've been
that.
told that as well.
Yeah, but thanks for sharing. Anything else you want to share?
Hey, look, by the way, too, also the fact is you and I both have a very similar haircut.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I've, I've noticed because I have not had hair growth in the front portion of top
yeah, right
in
here.
years. In
Yeah,
years, I've got peach fuzz up now from the products as well.
yeah. It's amazing. I shave every day. I actually shave every single day because it grows. This doesn't grow as much, but the sides, if I go a day or
Absolutely.
two, you can see it. And so, and that's not a, for me, it's not a cool look. I like to keep it just clean and bald, right? So,
Absolutely.
but thanks, Arthur, for
All
sharing.
right.
Okay,
All right. Thank you as well.
you're welcome. All right, Miranda, then Tiara. Okay, Miranda, you should be able to unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I would just like to say I noticed last Wednesday that my ankle and my bottom of my feet and top of my feet was swelling real bad, and I started using the pain cream and the raw yam magnesium oil, and rubbed it into my skin on top of my foot and the bottom of my foot, and it helped. But then yesterday, Sunday, it the pain got worse. So I ended up had to go to the emergency room, and they come to tell me that I might have a little arthritis and a little gout mixed in together. So I came back from the hospital. I rubbed some more of the pain cream and Valium on the top of my foot and on my ankle, on the bottom of my foot, and it helped. And I slept all night. So I got up this morning, done the same thing, and it's beginning to help. So I'm just gonna keep doing that process day and night, and then I also use my coffee and the um, berberine and the beef root mats in my coffee. And then that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, that is great. Our pain cream is amazing. I ended up having to throw my pain cream jar away because it got old. And it's because I don't deal with pain like I used to compared to when I joined, but I do have the pain spray. So I use the pain magnesium spray. And this morning I woke up. You ever had that we call the crick? Well, I don't know what it's called, but where you can't turn your neck, you turn sideways and it hurts. So I took some pain magnesium spray, sprayed it on there, and rubbed it on here, and then it loosened up. And so now I'm able to turn my neck without any pain. So that was amazing. But for you, I like that protocol you use, crook in the neck. I thought that was just a hood thing, but um, but the pain cream is amazing. It works fast. You don't need to use a lot of it. And combining that with a wild yam, because of the magnesium in it, it helps to relax, the blood vessels and the muscles, and it gets into the joints also to help relieve the pain. So I'm glad you found some relief, and hopefully, you found what triggered the gout, because I heard that's painful. I don't deal with arthritis pain anymore. I used to in my right knee. I play football. Matter of fact, I need to give a testimonial to Rasan for a project he's doing. Back in 2019, one of the first products I used was Mind, Body, and Soul. Now is Mind, Body, Be Max, and Soul. It's even stronger. I used that combination. So within a week of using it, my right knee pain stopped. I've had two surgeries on my right knee from playing sports. And doctors told me around the age I am now, and I'm 57. People don't. My neighbor thought I was 40 like him, and I'm retired. I'm 57 now, but the told me I would need to have a knee replacement because you can hear when my knee when I would walk, you would hear it creaking, right? And so they said you'll be bone on bone by the time I'm this age, and I don't need a knee replacement. My knees don't hurt at all. So I'm glad you found some relief, Miranda, and I appreciate you hopping on here and sharing. Okay, I think you muted already. All right, hey TR, let me get you to unmute, and you should be good.
All right, good evening, everyone. I would like to give a testimonial for the Tooth Relief for Kids Essential Oil. Now, even though it says for kids, when I did look at the PIP, there is a recipe for adults. So I just followed the mixing instructions for adults, and it tells you to apply it to your lower jaw and just rub it in. So I did have some dental work done, and I was in some significant pain from the dental work, and didn't really want to take any pain medicine. And so I said, let me try this tooth relief for kids and see if that works. So rubbed it in real good. The carrier oil that I use, because it tells you do have to mix it with a carrier oil. So I use black seed oil as my carrier oil, and it worked really good. It worked really good. It knocked out the intensity of the pain. Didn't make the pain completely go away to like a 0, but it did knock out the intensity of the pain where I was not in any discomfort at all. So that essential oil works really good.
That's great, and I know you're a product, one of our product experts, and so I knew you would have a solution to dealing with dental work, anything regarding the teeth. And I knew you would know we have products for that. So I'm glad you shared that. And that's what I like about our company is we have products that solve a lot of problems people are dealing with when it comes to their health. And pain is like something that a lot of people deal with. And I don't like taking medication. I don't take any medication at all. Before I joined HPN, I was taking Motrin and Aleve and ibuprofen to relieve my knee pain. Okay, but since then I haven't. So I'm glad, TR, you found a solution to deal with, the dental work pain. And black seed oil is a great carrier oil, and because that gets in there and it can help relieve the pain. But then combining it with tooth relief oil, that's great. So that's good to know. So anyone out there, that may be dealing with any dental pain or tooth pain, um, listen to TR and look up our tooth relief product, and it comes with a PIP. A PIP means product information page, right? So every product has a product information page with some instructions, and so follow the instructions for those products, and I'm telling you, they're going to work. If they don't work, you have 60 days to get your money back. So thanks, TR, for sharing that. Appreciate that. All right, hey Harvey, let me go ahead and get you to unmute, sir, and should be good should be able to unmute.
Okay. Well, thank you. And thanks for the testimony, everyone. I wanted to give a shout out that these testimonies are so important. My testimony began because of last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, I kind of worked out, and I worked out too much. I worked out too much to the point where I came home with a splitting headache. And I am not a hype guy. I'm more of a, okay, I've got to see it for myself. I had ordered the black seed oil this last promotion. And the first time I was introduced to black seed oil was 2024. There was a big thing that you and the team were doing about black seed oil. And I really never have taken it. And I bought a couple of bottles then, but I gave them away. So Wednesday, I woke up with this splitting headache. I could not sleep at all. And I didn't have any aspirin. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have any aspirin. I just couldn't sleep. I had to lay in a bed sitting up just so that my head wouldn't be pounding. It was splitting headache. So I remember in 2024, there was a young lady that got on one of your calls, and she said she put the black seed oil on her temples. And I remembered that. And so I did. I took the black seed oil and I rubbed it on my temple. I rubbed it in the forehead and also in the back of my neck where the spine was. And I'm telling you, before I laid down, that headache was gone. Now, I'm not a hype person, and I have to see this stuff for myself. But whatever is in that black seed oil, I am sold. Now, here's another thing. I've had stomach pains since I was a teenager. And I've gone to the doctor for the pains, and nothing worked. There are some foods that I just have to stay away from, and I just have to chop away. If I eat something specifically like pizza, my stomach really curls up. It's really, really painful. That same day, or Wednesday, when I woke up, I was amazed at that black seed oil. I said, you know what? Uh, Coach Marcus always talks about, putting it in his mouth. I did not want to drink the black seed oil because I grew up with castor oil, and I don't want anything to do with castor oil or black seed oil or any kind of oil in my mouth. Okay. So I tried it. I took a dropper, I filled up the dropper, and I didn't let it touch my tongue. I didn't let it touch, I just put it straight down my throat. Okay. When I did that, I felt the soothing sensation in my stomach. It's the first time I had relief. And I'm really sold on the black seed oil. You put out a memo that when we're introducing our products, we need to take one product and understand everything about that product, right? I'm doing a black seed oil. Okay. I'm doing black seed oil. I don't know what's in it. I don't know why it does what it does, but I'm completely sold on black seed oil. I cannot believe that it would even work better than an aspirin because it was immediate, right? And I was able to go to sleep. So there are other products. Mind, Body, and Soul has always been my go-to, right? And I haven't left Mind, Body, and Soul. But my next it's this it's black seed oil. Black seed oil there's something in it that I don't know what it is, but I'm sold.
Thank you, Harvey. And for those of you don't know, Harvey is a professional. Like he said, he's not about hype. He's like, he wants to use it. You got to see if it works before he even promotes stuff. So, um, what's in black seed oil is like what Tiara typed is thymoquinone, and that's how you pronounce it. I said it wrong for years. I call it thymoquinone. It's thymoquinone. That's the effective compound in black seed oil. That little bottle, that 1 ounce bottle, has 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone. And so, if you were to break it down per drop, you're getting 3.3 milligrams of thymoquinone per single drop. Okay, and so if you took a half a dropper, you probably took 15 to 20 drops. And so you can do the math. 15 times 3.3 is about 50 milligrams of thymoquinone, which is an effective dose. And I swear by black seed oil that I use it after I put it to the test back in 2020 after the car accident here in Vegas where my spleen was lacerated, my ribs were fractured, my spine was fractured. I had a traumatic brain. I had a concussion rather. So I used black seed oil and didn't use the OxyContin or the methylcarbamol they gave me. Stop my pain. So that's why I believe black seed oil is probably still our number one selling product. Right? And so I'm glad you gave it a try for the headache, and then taking it internally. It naturally uh, extinguishes inflammation. Okay, inflammation, right? So that's one of the benefits. And there's at least 100 known benefits for black seed oil. And we don't make any health claims, but thank you, Harvey, for hopping on and sharing that. And I'm like you, Mind, Body, and Soul. Now it's Mind, Body, Be Max. And so I still use those daily, but black seed oil, I don't go a single day without you using that twice a day. Once in the morning after I eat, and once at nighttime right before bedtime, sometimes after dinner. So thank you for sharing, sir. And I see other people typing comments. Yeah, people go to Amazon, they see like big bottles of 4 ounce bottles of black seed oil for $25, whatever, and they see our 1 ounce bottle for $25.95, right? And they're like, I'm buying the bigger bottle, but they don't know that they don't get as much thymoquinone in the whole bottle and per serving. So they would have to buy multiple bottles, multiple 4 ounce bottles to equal the thymoquinone content in our 1 ounce bottle. So there's 900 drops in it. It has omega-3, 6, and 9, the antioxidant in it, amino acids. It's potent. And like Tiara says, it has the highest thymoquinone percentage on the market. So we stand by them. We still have the buy one, get one free special going on. So it's going to end on Friday. Friday's the last day. And so I encourage people to, get the buy three, get one free, and you will receive another buy three, get one free, and you will receive another buy three, get one free pack. So basically you're paying for 3 bottles, you get 5 free. So that's the best deal we have going on black silver oil now. But thank you, Harvey, for sharing. All right, Coach Seymour, you should be able to unmute, sir, and you can go ahead and share.
Hi, everyone. Now y'all know why black seed oil is my #1 product. Ever since I got on that product in 2019, I ran out one time and I'll never run out again. Right now, I got a total of 128 bottles of black seed oil. I will never run out of black seed oil because that black seed oil that we have has saved my life. And I can say that literally. I wanted was to kind of piggyback back on Tiara's, because I remember I had an issue where when I had my implants put in on my bottom side, they had to, after they removed all my bottom tooth, they had to cut my gum and saw my jaw to even it out because I had a bad car accident in Germany and I'd messed up my jaw. And then they put in the implants and at the time they gave me the shot for the pain and sent me was to go pick up some more medication. So by the time before the Novocaine wore off, I'll be able to take that to kind of stop having pain. But instead, what I did when I came home was on the stitches itself, I took some black seed oil, I applied it to the stitches area to where my entire jaw was, I had stitches from here to here. And I applied that. I also applied tea tree oil and the clove and bud. Those 3 right there numbed my jaw completely to where I did not use any medication. And the entire time that I think it took like 2 weeks for all of the stitches to fall out and everything, I never went through pain. They told me that would take about approximately 9 months to heal completely up. I went back in 6 months and my jaw was completely healed. The dentist couldn't believe it. He kept applying pressure where he had applied those implants. And he's like, "You don't feel anything?" I said, "Nah," because he said, "Don't let me push your jaw down." So as he was pushing down, I was pushing up. And he couldn't believe he had to go get his assistant to come in and do the same thing. So, like I said, these products that we have, all you have to do is try them. And the first time I used the tea tree oil on my gum, I saw how it numbed it. So that made me get the idea when I got home that day to apply. I already knew what the black seed oil would do. So I just wanted to add to that. And then on top of that, I did the clove bud. And that has like a little stinging sensation also, but it helped to numbing it. And then what I did eventually, I stopped using like Listerine and all that nonsense. And I make my own mouthwash with distilled water, peppermint, a few drops of peppermint drop oil in there, the clove bud, and the spearmint. I use those 3 products. I put that into some distilled water, and I use that as my mouthwash because it goes in and it's still disinfecting clean. You still feel the sting from the peppermint and the spearmint and the clove bud, and then the distilled water to kind of like lighten it up a little bit. But that is what I use for on top of, I use my tooth powder when I brush my teeth in the mornings, and then whenever I brush my teeth, and then I will gargle and flush through my mouth with the clove bud, the spearmint, the peppermint, and that keeps my mouth fresh and clean. But I just wanted to add to what Tiara said about the other products that she said she used along with, the black seed oil. Those other 2 products will help also if you're having if you're having tooth issue where you have toothache, clove bud, just rub it in, or tea tree oil and the black seed oil. It'll knock that pain out before you know it.
Yeah.
Back to you, Coach.
That is so true. I was curious about clove bud because just want to see what it is. I put a couple drops on my finger and rub it into my gums, and it's hot at first, but then
Right.
it numbed my gums. My gums were
Exactly.
numb. It felt like I received a no Novocaine shot.
Yep. And
That's
the TC does the same.
yeah. Teachers is nasty.
It's nasty, but
It's
you're right.
it doesn't taste good. So I wrote down the mouthwash. I'm gonna make my own now too. So I wrote down what it is. So clove bud, spearmint, peppermint, distilled water. And I remember you told me the story about your jaw and your teeth. How and you showed me in the car like look at this, and the docs were shocked how fast it
Right.
healed. It was like 3 months. It healed 3 months faster than they even said. So
Correct.
that's good stuff. And what I like about our company is like many of our products, they can be standalone products and be a company by itself. Like our black seed oil, which Harvey, I think that's a smart move. You can literally, there's people who have made at least $100,000 a year just from promoting black seed oil. If you look at the leaderboard, many of the ladies who you see at the top of the leaderboard, they primarily promote black seed oil and fulvic. That's it. And then they sell other stuff. But many of our products can be standalone products by themselves. Black seed oil could, cocoa blue could, the go-go sticks could be a standalone company. Many of them could. Now the SCACT. But anything else you want to share, Coach Seymour?
I see where Jessica asked if I make a batch per day. No, I use one of the old Listerine bottles, and I just fill that up with the distilled water and then add the other three products to it to make my mouthwash. That way I have it to use whenever I need to wash my mouth out.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, Coach. Appreciate it. Looking forward to your training tomorrow night. It's going to be always fun.
You're welcome.
All right, Rasan, you should be able to unmute. There you go.
Hey, good evening, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, how I start my day out with one of my favorite products now, Cocoa Blue. And I noticed that when I take it, after I've taken it for a couple of weeks now, I noticed something, my skin changed because I suffer with adult acne and my skin got better. I wasn't getting any more bumps and blemishes. My blemishes went away. So my skin really, really improved using Cocoa Blue. And it was just, you know how you take a product for a while and you notice certain changes, but then other changes you don't realize till weeks later. So that was one of the things I couldn't figure out. I couldn't pinpoint what it was that was that changed my skin because I was like, I'm still eating the same stuff. I'm drinking a lot of water because the water, I was drinking the water, but it still wasn't clearing up my skin. Um, and I couldn't think of it. I said, it's got to be the cocoa blue because that's the only thing that I changed in my diet was the cocoa blue. So I'm definitely sold on the cocoa blue. I love it. I love the product. Gives me energy. Helps me stay focused. So I'm definitely looking forward to using that every day. And how I end my day is I found a new product called, well, it's not new, but it's new for me because I've never used it before. Dreamweaver. It's an essential oil blend, Dreamweaver. So I looked it up and I said, well, let me try this at night. Because I have a CPAP machine that I use at night. So I put a little couple of drops on a cotton ball and I put it right next to the vent for my CPAP machine, and I inhale that every night, and I sleep all night. I sleep like a baby, with that. So it's a great product, and it smells great. It smells great too. It smells amazing, and it puts me right out. You can also put it on the bottom of your feet as well. But sometimes I put it on the bottom of my feet, but most of the time, I put it right next to the little filter part where my CPAP is, and I use that at night before I go to bed, and I love it.
That's awesome. I've seen Dream Weaver. I haven't bought that one yet. I'm going to get that one because I use Still at night or Calm. I use those two along with the sleep spray, and those smell good. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one smells. And so I know you're not about, you're like Harvey. You're not about hype. You're like, I'm using products. If they work, I'm going to share. And so I like that you shared that. But as far as Cocoa Blue, one of the benefits for Cocoa Blue is people will see their skin like clear up and be more vibrant, and also some people are seeing like less wrinkles. It's amazing how it works. And so my wife, she has some blemishes, and hers cleared up. The dark spots are gone. It's crazy how it works. For me, I'm here in Vegas, so it's dry. So my legs would get ashy if I don't put enough oil and shea butter, on my legs. Now I notice that my legs they stay more moisturized and smooth the entire day. It's been about 3 weeks now since I noticed that. And so and the only thing I've changed was using Cocoa Blue. That's the only thing I've changed. And so I'm glad you shared that. So keep track, and if your skin keeps getting clearing up and the dull acne doesn't come back, it has to be because of that, which is great. So anything else you want to share?
No, I'm good. Thank you, Coach.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, and Harvey confirmed it too. He knows his skin is smoother too. Yeah, it's crazy. When I do my videos sometimes, I'll see myself and it'll looks like a filter is on. I'm like, and people will message me, hey, turn the filter off on your phone. I'm like, there isn't, I don't know how to even turn that thing on. So, and the products work. So, and many of us who use the products, when you see us in person, it's like many people are aging backwards. Okay. I don't know if you saw Coach Tina's, her picture today, she posted on her timeline. She's not here tonight, but go to Coach Tina's timeline or Detox Diva and look at her picture of her before and look how she looks now. And these products are amazing. So I think that's it, guys. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who share tonight. 6 people. So thank you guys for all sharing. Nails also. Yep. My wife noticed her eyebrows have grown in darker and thicker. And then her roots, where she parts her roots are turning back brown. Okay. And so those are some of the benefits of Cocoa Blue. But thank you guys who all shared tonight. Jessica, Arthur, Tiara, Harvey, Coach Seymour, and Rasan. Thank you guys for sharing. If you guys are watching live or watching the replay and you want information, do me a favor, get back with whoever shared the video with you, invite you here. Let them know what you liked about what you heard tonight and find out how you can set up your account with us and become a part of the community we have here. We have a lot of fun. We don't have any hype. Just real people out here doing our best to make an impact on people's lives. So thank you guys for showing up. We will see you guys next Monday for the next Monday Night Testimonial, same time at the same Zoom channel, Facebook page, and YouTube page. So you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for all hanging out and listening and getting the information. And once again, thanks to everyone who shared tonight. I really appreciate that. So have a good night, guys, and then we will see you